Hey there everybody, Kendall coming to you from a really cool little coffee shop that I was told about here in the Texas area. So if you are in the Dallas area, I'm going to just put a little spiff in here for this really cool place because they are new. They're in Frisco. It's called Karmic Grounds, and it is a really, really cool little place. Fantastic. They have golden milk lattes, and I absolutely love golden milk. That's what I had. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. A little orgasmic moment right there. But today, as I was sitting out here enjoying the sunshine and good conversation with a gentleman and stuff, I was just kind of thinking about some different stuff that was coming up in conversation. And then also, you know me, I was always about, just going with the flow. What is Spirit going to have me talk about? And Spirit today really has me focusing in on why do we make it so hard on ourselves? In the conversation, I was realizing just how tough we really make it on ourselves. I work with so many people, and it's just consistent judgments and criticisms, shame and guilt, control factors, belief structures that we don't even really buy into, but we are allowing them to control our lives. We are allowing ourselves to believe the script that does not serve our happiness, does not serve our joy, does not serve our expansion. And I'm sorry, I just don't believe that God intended on us to live a life of pain and suffering and misery and dis-ease in the body. Yet we tend to do just that. And we do it for all these reasons. Reasons that we think are really great, but they're not. They're not. They actually enable us. And here's the thing. We enable each other to live in this scarcity mindset, in this fear mindset, when we focus in on the negativity of what is going on. So if I was to come to you and I was going to just criticize you about all these little things, right? If I was going to criticize you about all these little things and I just focused in on just the negative, how supportive would that be for you to actually find your true joy, your true happiness, for you to actually want to expand, to explore? How would that impact your worthiness? How would that impact your self-love, your self-esteem, your confidence level? It probably wouldn't impact it positively at all. It probably would shoot you down a tad, actually. And if you were consistently being met by this negativity, then you really wouldn't want to connect with that person or that situation from a heart space anymore, would you? I mean, you would tend to shut down your heart. And here's the problem with shutting our hearts down. We all do it. We all get our hearts broken from different events. We all have different traumas and situations that cause us pain that we have to work through. This is the creation of the pain body. Whether we choose to become a victim to it or not, now that's a totally different game, different conscious coffee too. But if we choose to shut down our heart, what we actually do in that moment is we shut down our flow. We, in that moment of shutting the heart center down, of no longer connecting from a very real, raw, authentic level of humanness, guess what we do? We prevent ourselves then from abundance. We prevent ourselves from experiencing true love, connection, bliss, joy. We can't even find our passion or our purpose when we are shut down to our heart. Now, granted, we may be able to go and do all these things. We could make a bunch of money. We could build a business. We could get married. We could have kids. We could have the house and the car. We could do all of this different stuff. But if we're not really connected to our heart, it doesn't mean anything. It is just physical. That's it. It's just physical. And you know me, I always bring it back to sex. Always bring it back to sex because it is the area that nobody really wants to talk about, but we all want to know more about. And we all want it better, and we all want to understand it better, but it's really scary, right? Well, here's the thing, and you ladies definitely who follow me will be able to understand this next statement. When we shut our hearts down, no matter what we're shutting our heart down to, whether it is our work, our family, our partner, our joy, our healing, our spiritual beliefs, when we shut ourselves down to this thing called life that we are here to live and to experience, when we shut ourselves emotionally down to it so we don't actually feel it, we're just operating just from the mind, it is kind of like disconnected sex. That sex that you would actually probably rather wash your hands because you would feel more from running your hands underneath the water and from rubbing soap on your hands. That would give you more pleasure, more feeling than disconnected sex that was just duty-based. Yet we live this life of duty. We live this life where we treat everything as though it is duty sex. And we choose to disconnect from our hearts, from our emotions, from our GPS system in doing so. And then we sit around and we wonder why we're so empty, why we have this ever-growing void, why we just can't seem to find the motivation, the passion, the desire, why we feel alone, abandoned, why we feel weak, why we're scared, why we're fearful, why we are consistently in anxiety. Yeah. If that's what you're going through on a day-to-day basis, then realize that you're basically having duty sex with your life, with probably multiple subject areas of your life. And it's because you've disconnected from your heart. And in doing so, you're making your life a hell of a lot harder than what God ever intended. And here's the thing. You're really worthy of a beautiful life. You're worthy of abundance. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of connection, of joy. You're worthy of everything that you desire. And what you're desiring desires you too. God did not set us here to experience pain and trauma, to be living in fear, to be living in doubt, to struggle with our faith, no matter what that faith might be titled. That's not what we're here for. We're not here to live to pay our bills and to be responsible people. Does responsibility need to happen? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's not a whole lot of joy when we're not being responsible, when we're not taking care of stuff, when we're not taking care of the things and the people that we want. No. But that is not your life purpose. That is not your soul-driven reason for existing, to pay your power bill and your mortgage and your car premiums and your insurance. Your sole existence is not to make your boss's business bigger. No. Your reason, your purpose is to find your worthiness, to know it, to own it, and to inquire within as to what your soul desires. What's your path? And to know that you're worthy, to know that you are lovable, and to love yourself. And then let that ripple out. Let that love of self ripple out. But in order to do that, you're going to have to open up your heart. In order to do that, you're going to have to get into the feels. You're going to have to stop just giving up the duty sex to this life of yours. So, there you go. There is my short, sweet, conscious coffee message, because I don't have coffee, and because my daughter who snagged my car is going to be here in just a couple minutes. I just saw a text come in on that. So I'm going to draw off of here, of course, but I do want to make an announcement to you guys. I have some really, really cool stuff. Last night I was up late and I was finishing up the creation details for this amazing new workshop that I have coming out. So if you are local to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, then you can experience this hands-on, one-on-one live workshop training that will be on September 7th in Dallas. And this is going to be my introduction workshop to quantum tantra. Okay, so this is really, if anybody's ever been to any of my workshops, you've seen me do some little magic tricks, as I like to call them, and it's the energetics of a beautiful practice. It's using the quantum field to move orgasmic energy through the body. So basically, what I'm going to be sharing in this workshop is those magic tricks. I'm going to be showing you a little bit more in depth than what I do during some of the camps that I teach when I'm focusing in on sexuality. This is a non-sexual workshop. There is no nudity. There is no genital stimulation going on. None of that at all. But I guarantee you, matter of fact, I will even use the word promise, and anybody who knows me knows that I do not use that word lightly, nor do I hardly ever use it. But in this moment, Spirit tells me to tell you that I promise you that if you come to this workshop, you will experience the model in beautiful, beautiful, blissful state, in an orgasmic state, hands-free, no stimulation of the actual physical body. You want to know more? You want to know how I do those little magic tricks? You want to learn how that is possible? You want to be mind blown? Well, make sure that you explore this workshop. I will make sure that the link comes here in the comment section in the very near future. You're going to see some posting coming out. Now, here's the really cool thing. I've decided that I'm actually going to probably record a whole bunch of videos around this. And I'm going to make this also available online in the very near future. So if you want to get on the wait list for this to come out as the global version of it, definitely let me know here in the comments. Message me privately and I will put you on the wait list, because it will be coming out, and I'm going to do the live filming for the workshop on September 7th, and then I'm going to add in a whole bunch of really cool content and videos as well for all of you global peeps who want to learn these little tips and tricks and get that introduction to quantum tantra. So I want you to be able to explore the true magic that these beautiful bodies of ours really do have, what orgasmic energy can really tap us into, the expansion, the healing. Really, truly, it's a beautiful thing. So look for that two different taught classes though coming out in the very near future. And as always, I'm always open to one-on-one coaching, private education on all of this and so much more. If you have any questions about that, you can of course message me for details. And as always, stop existing, start living. You are worthy. You are worthy of everything that your heart desires. Just remember to open your heart up and stop making it so hard on yourself. This life was for the living, not the existing. I love you guys, and I will catch you tomorrow with another Conscious Coffee.